Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you saw from the title, we're going to be talking about the top hair that I feel like are great for breathability during the summer. Now this is a question I get asked all the time here on YouTube, and I never know how to answer it. So if you've ever commented on a video and asked what hair is lightweight, I don't want crochet hair because it's too thick, it's too unbreathable, my head gonna be sweating, you've probably noticed I didn't respond back to that comment because it's such a nuanced question that it is hard just to type out a word, because for me there are several factors that go into play, and I today tried to really think on it so that when I get these questions in the future, I can just link this video about hair that I feel like are breathable. Summer is when, you know, scalps need to breathe the most. Winter, it's okay if the hair is thicker. It's acting as a hat during the chillier months. One of the reasons I feel like I never know how to answer it is because I'm used to this. It's 6 years of consistently wearing crochet hair almost repetitively. It'd be different if maybe I tried crochet hair, wore it only 2 months out of the year, but half of the year almost I'm in crochet hair. It used to be at the beginning of the channel every single day of every single month I was wearing crochet hair. I've lessened it a little bit over the last years, but it's still consistently, I'm used to this. Another thing about me is I'm anemic, so I run really cold a lot of the time. A lot of the times I'm a lot cooler than the average person. Me and somebody else could be in a room and they could be feeling comfortable, I'm feeling chillier. They could be in a room and they could be like, it's extremely hot. I'm like, this is so good. This is so good in here. So I never want to give blanketed advice because crochet hair is not a blanketed statement, but I'm going to give you options that I feel like should work. And for me, the categories I look for this is not really the length of a crochet hair. A crochet hair can be long and still not feel like it's suffocating me. I look for more the texture of the hair itself, and usually the weight of the hair itself is going to be the two factors I think of when I think of a hair that can be a little bit warmer. So I'm going to give you the good options and then tell you why some other hair aren't good options. Again, this is my opinion. You could comment down below and say, hey, I like this hair that you gave a no to for summer. I love it. It's my summer hair. Again, we different. We might be a little bit different on these, and that's perfectly fine. I love the discord down below. But let's start with, I'm going to lump 3 into this because I'm trying to make a point about this brand, but Free Tress Presto Curl, Free Tress GoGo Curl, and I believe I have Free Tress Cozy Deep. So I have those 3 lumped in as good options, and it's mainly due to this kind of Free Tress strand of hair. This type of hair from Free Tress is very lightweight. It feels very lightweight. If you've ever kind of pulled it apart, Free Tress Cozy Deep, I didn't love that hair for what it was, but what I can say is it was a very breathable hair. Free Tress, this line, again, if you separate, depending on how many times you separate the hair too is going to factor into it. If you separate the hair a little bit more, I think the Free Tress Deep Twist, the Free Tress Presto Curl, the Free Tress Cozy Deep, those hair are very, very lightweight. Free Tress Deep Twist was the first hair I ever tried. I mean, ever in my entire life. I've never had crochet hair in my head before Free Tress Deep Twist. Before I turned this camera on in 2016, never had it. And if that hair had been hot, warm, I had felt uncomfortable in that hair while I was on my trip, I probably would have never continued crochet hair reviews after that. It would have been one and done. You would have never seen my face again after that if I had an unpleasant experience in the middle of the Bahamas in July. I think we went in July, the Bahamas. Think about it. If that hair was feeling like hot, sweltering, I would have never continued upon this path where here I am 6 years later and I have another crochet hair in, as opposed to like a Free Tress ringlet wand curl. That hair is thicker. That's a different texture. It's not in the same family as those hair. Those hair are completely different. That is a thicker hair, and I think that's going to be a warmer hair. Again, I know I'm going to get some pushback. Some people are going to be like, I like that hair, as well as they like the Free Tress Miracle Wand Curl. And I've never tried the Free Tress Miracle Wand Curl, but my eye now 6 years in is trained to see that that hair is also going to be in that same category as the Free Tress Ringlet Wand Curl, where it is that thicker texture, where even though that hair is typically worn shorter a lot of the times, it's going to be a warmer hair. It's the same thing as the Zuri Congo Curl, another hair I've tried on this channel. That hair is not going to be comfortable. Short is shorter. The length has nothing to do with it. The round roundness of the helmet of that Zuri Congo curl is going to warm up your body. So those are things you want to avoid. You can get those in the wintertime. Perfectly great for the winter time when you want warmth. You want a toboggan on your head. You want a cap over your head. Those are going to give you the toboggan feel. I think those light, airy free tress hair that they've had in the past. Now, I haven't tried free tress deep twist. I have it in my arsenal in about 6 years. So I don't know if the quality of any of the hairs that I tried back in 2016, 2017 has changed a bit. But when I had them in my head back in those days, they felt really comfortable, lightweight, and breathable, as long as the stylist too. It's going to depend on how heavy-handed your stylist is with covering up every single strand of your braids. If a stylist understands that there's a little bit of level of you can skip a few spaces, you don't have to have every single nook and cranny covered with crochet hair, because every single nook and cranny isn't going to be seen. In the back of my head, you can't see a lot of what's going on. There's some areas where it might be a little gappage. And that's fine, because you can't see it. And a stylist who understands that is going to also help you get not as warm during these summer months. I think the Model Dominican braid hair, that Model has some very lightweight hair. On the flip side, that Model Fresh Wand curl that I love so much, probably not going to be the best for the super warm weather for those people who tend to be a little bit warmer bodied. I don't think the Fresh Wand curl, even though that hair is discontinued, so you're not going to find it anyway, so probably shouldn't even be mentioning it. But the Model Dominican braid hair, so lightweight. Again, another hair I happen to have in July. I think that was July of 20, it was when I had my accident, so 2018. I had that hair in, so lightweight. Hated the hair. Not a big fan of that hair. There are a lot of model hair where I felt them. Some stores that I've been in have had the mannequin heads where you can see the hair, and I can see that a lot of the model hair tend to be that very lightweight family that the Free Tress brand is. Another hair in that same family, the Lulu Tress deep wave hair. Lulu Tress is owned by Sensational. We do know that. Lulu Tress deep wave hair is very lightweight. It was such a lightweight hair, and I think Lulu Tress too is in that same family where they tend to make a lot more lightweight, airy type hair. Lulu Tress, model, a few Free Tress hair have that consistency where it's very, very lightweight, very breathable. Scalp can breathe, air can penetrate the scalp. Same thing goes for the Two Trendy Tresses hair that I tried on the channel. Didn't love the hairs, didn't love them for kind of the way they were. However, they were amazing for when I wore them. Again, I think it was July. Something about July, and there might be some kind of correlation. This was not something I thought about beforehand, but it's a realization. I'm coming live on camera with you guys. Why does it tend that a lot of the lighter weight hair I don't tend to like as much? Because I didn't love the Model Dominican curl, but I can't deny that it was very lightweight. I didn't love the Trendy Tresses River curls or the Glamour curls, but I cannot deny the fact that it was very breathable. It's something about those hair that are those soft, lightweight that me and them don't get along as much. They tend to be a little bit higher maintenance. I do tend to, but I like a hair with a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit more body to it, a little bit more conciseness. With that conciseness, a lot of the time comes no maintenance, comes ease. For example, the Kima soft dread hair, love that hair. One of my favorite hair. Ain't making this breathable list because it ain't breathable. It ain't breathable, and it ain't your summer fave. It ain't the hair that you need, but it's not going to take me away from it. I think I might be putting that hair in August when it's super warm. I liked it. I, again, run a little bit cooler than most, so I'm not going to say to the next person, wear your soft dread hair in the middle of July. It ain't for everybody, but for me, it's not sweltering the way it might be sweltering. I love the hair I have in right now. I love these box braids, the Amazon box braids. I like that for the ease, the fact that I could swim and have no problems with it. For me, I think it's very breathable. For the next person, they might not. I feel like it's breathable because my scalp, like even at the core level, as opposed to a wig during the summertime, I applaud any of the wig babes out there who do a good summer wig, because I feel like that's a whole level. That's a whole level. With me, it doesn't take much to get to my scalp. It doesn't take much with crochet hair to get to my scalp. You got my scalp right here. You got my scalp right here. You have my scalp right here. So my scalp is like, we just covered by like a little layer. We still getting that air in, as opposed to like a wig where, not saying it's suffocating, but I am saying it's a cover, as opposed to a, my scalp is still very accessible with a hair like this. So this to me is a summer breathable style, but I know for the next person they might be like, this is a little too warm. But other hair that I will put on the not list, I'm gonna put the Jamaican Bounce by Sensational. Same family as that ringlet one. It's just a thicker hair. It's a thicker hair that I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with in the summertime months, even if I were to wear it short at the normal 8 inches that a lot of people wear it at. Same thing with that Darling Flexi Rod. Same thought process. Same thickness, same consistency. I think I did wear that in the summer of last year. Warm, very warm, very warm. The fact that I wore it long too didn't help. It didn't help the fact that I doubled it to make it longer, because I don't like shorter flexi rod type curls. I like the longer ones. That did not help the warmth. The thicker hair than the thinner hair. You felt it. The thinner hair, though, again, like I said, for me tends to be the higher maintenance of the hair, but can't be denied that it's very breathable. So it's going to be pick your poison a lot of the times with this. You're going to maybe have a higher maintenance, but you're going to have a hair that feels light, airy in your head, as opposed to like a soft dread. It's going to be very warm, but you ain't going to have to do nothing. You ain't going to have to do nothing, but you're going to sit there a little bit of toastiness to it. So 3 good brands, Model, Lulu Tress, and Free Tress. They make some very breathable hair. Just go, if you have some kind of fears, go into the store if you want to. If they got the model out there, feel it first. But overall, those are my summer breathable hair. These are not my water friendly hair. I have a whole video for water friendly. This is 2 different avenues. Water friendly and breathability are 2 different summer wavelengths you can be on. So check out that water friendly if you want water friendly. I don't know if any of these hair truly overlapped, except for maybe Free Tress Deep Twist. I think it's also water friendly, but water friendly and breathable. Pick your poison. Pick your poison this summer. But those are my favorites. Those are what I like. You guys let me know down below. What are some breathable crochet hair that you guys love and want to share? Help out the next person down below. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel though, so you don't miss anything I do over here. Make sure you like this video so I know that this is the type of content that you enjoy seeing. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 so you can keep up with my shenanigans in real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Call on me, I go give you all of me, baby, make you